Hey folks, welcome back. Thank you for joining me in another exciting episode. We are here in, I guess you can't really call it the Cinnabar Island gym anymore because it's now not on Cinnabar Island, but I don't know what you call this place. Yo, legend in the making! This gym has many trainers and rocks in the way from the rebuilding. It sure won't be easy to get to Blaine, but keep your cool and defeat the trainers one by one, and you will surely find the path. Alright, is this just a maze, or just defeating trainers break some rocks? I guess it has to, because otherwise I see no way through. So I guess we have to just start fighting then. Or maybe they move out of the way and make a path. A white lab coat is a researcher's life. We may be living in a cave like this, but we never forget to do the laundry. Alright. I'm actually glad they added trainers though, because I feel like every gym leader should have at least some trainers, and in Gen 1 he definitely did. Arcanine. Like I said, one of my favorites, very strong. Luckily we are faster, which means we have a chance to flinch here. And luckily Olive is a special attacker, so the Intimidate will not affect her. And there's the flinch. Extreme Speed. Nice way to get around the flinch, or the 95% sure knockout about to come. See, isn't Arcanine just a cool Pokemon? It has very high stats too. It's pure white in my head. I don't know what that means. This white lab coat makes me feel like I have become smarter for some reason. I had a chemistry teacher who wore a lab coat, but it was blue, and she definitely deserved to wear a lab coat. She was like a researcher before she became a teacher. We lost the gym on Cinnabar Island and felt lost before we came here. So in Gen 1 I think you face like a bunch of burglars and things though, and you have the trivia questions you have to answer correctly. I wonder if these guys are the researchers from the Pokemon Lab, because that was also, of course, destroyed in the eruption. I like how they kind of, they came up with a good idea, I think, for Cinnabar of the volcano exploding, because you don't really think of, like, major natural disasters in the Pokemon world, but I'm sure they happen there just like everywhere else. Like, imagine if this were Pokemon were in the real world and like Hurricane Katrina or the California wildfires. What would those gym leaders do? Yeah, I see. So they just move around and then that'll let you get through. But yeah, I guess like Blaine, they'd have to relocate and try to keep the show on the road. So Super Nerd, which I guess is like a scientist in training. Their Pokemon are pretty high level. I wonder if Blaine's Pokemon are higher than I remember them being. That could be a little worrisome then, because I wonder if that means that Blue's Pokemon are higher than I remember them being. I can actually say Blue now. I'm used to just saying the 8th gym leader all this time, even though I'm sure almost all of you guys remembered who it was. Don't want to spoil it, just in case there's somebody out there who maybe just played the newer games and doesn't want to play the old games because of the graphics, but wants to see what happened nonetheless. So he'll probably take a step back, I imagine, and then still prevent you from getting to Blaine. But that's okay, because I want to face him anyway, and it seems like they only have one Pokemon apiece, so this isn't too bad. I'm debating whether or not I should defeat the Elite Four one more time before facing Blue. It'd be nice to get some more XP for Sudowoodo. I could get a little more for my team as well, but I don't want the battle to be too easy is the thing. Again, it's always that trade-off. Rebuild your gym, I think you already have, although I guess you probably want a more permanent gym at some point. He is collecting battle records. Alright, you are free to record this battle because I know I will be. For quality assurance purposes, of course. Numel. Not even a camera up. That's kind of like too soon to have a camera up, I guess. A eruption Pokemon. But the fact that their Pokemon are level 50, like level 53 makes me think that Blaine's might be like 57 or 58. And Blues in the original game I think were 58 max, but that makes me think his might be like 60 or even low 60s. Maybe I won't do the Elite Four, but I'll train against those trainers either later this episode or off screen, maybe a little of both. Magcargo. In fact, we might do that for the rest of this episode. Not sure what else I have on my plate here. Yeah, I didn't really have anything that I could easily merge into this episode. We could fight Blue, but I don't want to do 2 gym leaders in the same episode. I'd like to spread them out a little bit. Alright, we already faced the guy down there. At least I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah. Alright, so let me just heal up Olive all the way, and then we'll be good to go. Alright. Because Pokemon are all fire type, and I have a lot of like rock attacks and water attacks, I think we're going to be okay here. It's really Blue that I'm worried about. Alright, Blaine. You ready for our match? Hey, you! My gym on Cinnabar Island was burned down by the eruption, but I will not give up. Take a look at this cave. We have turned it into a gym, and I am still acting as a gym leader. I will give you the gym badge if you manage to defeat me. Are you ready? Here we go. Alright, Joe versus Blaine. Let's see how many Pokemon he has. Only 3. Wow, I was hoping for 5. Alright, that's disappointing. Alright, you know, ironically I probably could have squeezed all this into the last episode, but I just never know. I assumed his trainers would have more than 1 Pokemon apiece, for one thing. And I assumed Blaine would have more than 3, but come to think of it, I think he does have like the same amount in Gold and Silver. Maybe it's like Magcargo, Magmar, and Rapidash. He should have an Arcanine though. Arcanine was his best in the original games, and it's the strongest fire type besides legendaries, and maybe like Volcarona. There's Magmar, let's go for Air Slash, go for that flinch chance. Probably should switch to somebody besides Olive to give them XP, but we'll do some training later. And Magmar flinched. He's probably going to use a Hyper Potion here, or Full Restore, yeah. Not that it'll do him too much good. Alright, and one more Shadow Ball will not quite do it. Aura Sphere might, but it'd be close. So even though Air Slash can miss, if it does hit, which it will 19 times out of 20, it'll be a guaranteed knockout, so that was my choice. Olive is a fast XP gainer too. Rapidash, okay. See, I did have a little bit of memory there. 59. Yeah, I am a little worried about Blue now, because if his highest is 59, are Blue's going to be like 62 or something super high like that? I guess time will tell. Rapidash is faster, and it used Bounce. That means I can't flinch it. Bounce is a flying type attack, which has a chance to paralyze you. It's kind of like Fly, but a lot of Pokemon that cannot learn Fly can learn Bounce. Like Rapidash. Very nice. Rapidash has a good speed and attack stat, and I think a decent special attack, but not the world's best defenses. You know, I knew it was gonna. Well, I didn't know he was gonna leap again, but I should have used Roost there, expecting it. All right, there's the bounce. As long as this hits, this should be a victory. And it hits. Good job, Olive. Nice clean sweep despite being out-leveled. Nice big chunk of experience. And Blaine has been defeated, but his spirit has not. Now Blue I don't think has any gym trainers. I know in Gen 2 he didn't. Awesome, I burned out. Take this volcano badge. Thank you, Blaine. Much appreciated. Here, I'll give you this too. It's called Overheat. It has a slight drawback, but it's powerful and well worth it. It is a very good fire type attack. It has 140 base power, but sure, I'd be happy to hold a rematch with you, Blaine, whether you have a gym or no. You can always use the Fighting Dojo. I'm very much looking forward to that. So, let's switch out Olive. How about Groot? Groot would have been very good against this gym too, being rock type. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. A trainer from Johto came to challenge him. I witnessed a hot battle. Very nice. So I don't know if there's anything else to do here in Seafoam. Actually, I guess there is. But we're going to hold off on that, I think. Just like in Gen 1, you can capture a legendary Pokemon here. Let's go to Fuchsia, actually, instead of going... Or do I have to go through Seafoam to go to Fuchsia? Probably have to go through Seafoam, don't I? Yeah. Some things never change. Unless I can squeeze through there, but probably not. Yeah. Eh, well, we don't have Fly, so in that case... let's see how difficult Seafoam Islands are. It might be like Mount Moon, where they're not nearly as big in this game as they were in the last game. And at the very least, it's probably harder going the other direction. Oh, so we do need strength, it looks like, to go anywhere. Alright. So much for that idea. Seafoam Islands will have to wait then. I do plan on capturing the legendary Pokemon in here, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, but we will come back when I am ready for that. Once we have Kingar and Gengar. Kingar. That can be the combination of Kingler and Gengar. Kingar. Kingler and Gengar in our party. Also, when that guy mentioned he had Monor Pokemon, Kingler would have been a good addition to his team. I will use a Repel after this, because I want to face trainers, not wild Pokemon. But since Tentacruel is pretty decent experience, and we've already encountered one, might as well finish it off. And while Earthquake does not have Stab, it is of course super effective, Tentacruel being part Poison type. Nice, easy knockout. 43 repels to go, will we use them all? My guess is no, but we'll use a decent bit. So we already faced her. Are you a bird keeper? I think you are. That should be a pretty good matchup against Tyranitar here. Only one Pokemon though. Starly? Really? Not like a Staraptor? Disappointing. You know, I bet it's going to be knocked out by a single Crunch, especially with the black glasses. I'd rather use Crunch because it's guaranteed to hit, whereas Stone Edge is not. Alright, there we go. On to our next battle. When I was a kid, I only played inside the house. Now I love playing outside with Pokemon. Sounds like a lot of Pokemon Go players, actually. I guess myself included, though I do really like nature a lot, so I try to spend time during the summer outside as much as I can. Not as much as I do indoors, but still, if it's a nice day off, I have something to do. Alright, so Intimidate actually mattered there, since Kroot is a physical attacker. On the bright side, though, Shinx is a very weak Pokemon. Again, if this was like a Luxray, this would actually be more interesting. Not sure Luxray could survive an Earthquake either, but at least it would have a shot, whereas Shinx is just like, really? Why are you people not evolving your Pokemon? I guess because they're cute and she's more into that than battling, but kind of a waste of time. So what'll this guy have? A Pidgey? And they all seem to have just one Pokemon too. Alright, this guy has two, and Wingull. Maybe his next one will at least be a Pelipper? Don't think Wingull and Pelipper are that fast. So, Crunch should be enough to knock it out. And down he goes. If I recall correctly, I think Kroot actually has a plus speed nature too, so even without Rock Polish, he's still faster than most Tyranitar. And we missed. Mirror move. Gonna get Stone Edge in return. Of course, Pharaoh does not get stabbed from Stone Edge. You will notice that, like I said, Kroot does not resist rock-type attacks because rock does not resist rock. Ground resists rock. And when Pupitar evolves into Tyranitar, it of course loses its ground type and becomes part rock type. Alright, will this be level 56? Yes, it will. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up now that I'll probably just be training for the rest of this episode, so if you want to stick around, then by all means, please feel free. I am glad to have the company. But if you'd rather go on to the next episode, then you probably won't miss too much. You don't have any more evolutions or anything at this point. See, I was really just expecting to do like the trainers along the watery route from Pallet to Cinnabar, and then to go in and face Blaine and make that the episode. But obviously there were more trainers than I expected, and Blaine wasn't in Cinnabar, and then he had his own gym trainers, so I kind of messed up my plan. So now I'm just sort of killing time here by fighting some trainers, getting some XP as we prepare for Blue. Let's go ahead and get Career up to level 57, because I think he's going to be one of our strongest Pokemon in this upcoming battle. And then I'll switch out to somebody else. Because I know in Gen 2, I think he actually had 3 Pokemon, all level 58. Could be wrong. And then, see, I'm trying to remember back to Gen 4. I've only played this like once or twice before. So I want to say he had like 1 in 59, but I could be totally wrong. And another swimmer. Trying to swim to Johto. It's probably not impossible, but it'd be tough going from Cinnabar to like New Barktown. That'd be like those guys who swim the English Channel. That would be quite an endeavor. It's not fairy type, so let's see how much Crunch does. Might be a one-shot. And it is. Good job, Kroot. Swimmer Frankie has been defeated. Another one off the checklist. Anybody up here? Nope. And we're back in Cinnabar. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab. I probably should have been training Cherry while she was with us, because I do want to grab Sudowoodo from the PC again. And I guess we'll do a quick heal while we're here as well. Where's my stylus? There it is. Alright, Sudowoodo is back with us. Welcome back, Sudowoodo. And don't worry, Cherry, I will grab you before it is time to face Blue. That time has not yet come. So I do want to do one cool area of... Oh, we faced Blaine. Let's go talk to Blue again. And that should cause him to go back to his gym. If you want to battle me for real, come to the Viridian Gym. I'll be waiting for you. He's definitely mellowed out quite a bit in these last 3 years. Blue has done a lot of growing as a person. It's kind of nice to see. Speaking of blue, the water is a deep blue. Alright, so who do we not battle here? You? The Pokemon started using us. What does that mean? Max Repel. Or did we face these guys already? Maybe we already faced all the trainers here. Didn't face this guy yet. Swimming is a full body exercise. Yes, it is. Always enjoyed swimming. And he has a Seeking. Shouldn't be a hard Pokemon to defeat. So I'm trying to think what else we can do this episode. Like I said, I don't want to face Blue quite yet. I do want to do one more episode in between, which should be fun. Maybe not as fun as facing Blue, but it'll be something very different. And I think you guys will probably enjoy it. What else do I have on my to-do list here? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see a bridge for the Magnet Train. I keep saying that. Endure, so we'll endure this hit. Not sure what it's going to get out of that, though. Unless maybe it has like a Salac Berry and then speeds up and tries to use like a waterfall or something, or a reversal maybe. That would do a lot of damage to Tyranitar, but the chances of that are, I think, pretty small. And Sandstorm would finish off Kabutops, but Kabutops is rock type, rock and water. So it does not get affected by Sandstorm damage. So you might be like, oh, Aqua Jet, that was his plan, but then why not use Aqua Jet the first turn? And just save me a turn. I I guess we could catch Latias, but I'm thinking that might take more than the rest of this episode, so... Didn't know. Did we face these two guys already? I think so. Why did I become a Pokemon trainer? Actually, back in 5th grade, I think it was because I had friends who really enjoyed the game, and it was a big thing, and I was like, oh, maybe I should try it. So I got a Game Boy and Pokemon Blue, and haven't looked back since. Alright, well. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to save Latias for a little bit later on, since we just did a lot of Pokemon catching. Again, I keep doing that. Move should really be the first one. But let's bring out Ho-Oh for Olive here. And we're going to fly to Fuchsia City and do some more Pokemon battles that way. Plus, I'd feel bad if we tried to capture Latias this episode, because I already said before that we wouldn't do anything besides fighting trainers and training our Pokemon, so I wouldn't want anybody who fast-forwarded to miss that if they were looking forward to it. Gotta admit, Latias is a Pokemon I haven't encountered in a very long time, because I haven't really played any of the Hoenn-based games in years and years. But that's okay, because it'll be nice and not fresh, I guess, for our next Let's Play. Although that being said, I played the game so much that I still remember quite a bit of it. The original games, even though it's been years and years and years since I played. Alright, hopefully the beach has now been cleared out. What is this guy doing? Oh, just walking around. Thought he was looking in the gym windows like a creepy dude. Like that guy in Celadon. I'm glad to hear that no Cinnabar citizens were injured by the eruption. Me too. What's up, Beverly? Hi, Joe. It's Beverly. How you doing? Spruced up my Snubble and made it even cuter. Came across a wild Snubble. My Snubble was far cuter. You can expect a call from me. Yep, okay. Don't really quite know what to say to that. What's in this notice? Please be careful if you are swimming to Seafoam. Fuchsia Police. I'm all sweaty. Time for a swim. Roadwork is finally finished. We can go fishing again. Nice to see that these guys are also swimmers and fishermen. That'd be cool if like they changed clothes and actually became like trainers you could face, but alas, that is not the case. Swimmer Jerome, 4 Pokemon, starting with a Seadra. Only level 36, so we should be faster. Not too much XP, unfortunately, since they are so low level. But hey, every bit counts, right? Goldeen, 38. See, you can't even face these guys until you've, I guess, gone to Cinnabar, so why not make them have much higher level Pokemon? Kind of annoying. Hopefully you guys don't mind just seeing me face these trainers all day long, because I know there has been a decent chunk of that lately. Kind of that's a decent portion of what Kanto is. Not a lot of plot, but a decent amount of trainers to face, and they're all pretty high level. So it's nice that it's not nearly as long as Johto is, but it does get tedious after a while, and we are getting to the point where even for me this is getting to be a little bit tedious. But on the bright side, these are the last few routes we have to train at, and after that we've pretty much cleared out all the trainers in the game, or at least 95+% of them. And after this, it's going to be just gym leaders and cool battles and a few other cool things mixed in. So I'm looking forward to that, and if you guys are getting tired of trainer battles, then don't worry too much. This will be the last episode that's going to be mostly trainer battles, or at least I'd be very surprised if that is not the case. Can I face those two at once? That'd be nice, but I don't think I can. That'd be nice too if there were some double battles for a change here. So what do we have left? We have one more area I want to show. That'll probably be next episode. Then we have course facing blue. That should be pretty exciting. we have to catch Latias. Maybe I'll do like Blue and Latias in the same episode. That should be a decent chunk of content. We have a couple more legendaries to capture. We have the Battle Tower, and I'd like to like start some episodes facing the other Frontier Brains as well, since there are still 2 Frontier Brains we haven't faced. I don't think Crunch will be a knockout because Cloyster has such high defenses. Stone Edge is super effective though, so it probably will be. And it gets stabbed. Well, so did Crunch, but... Alright, there we go. So I do want to do a video of Battle Tower and then the other 2 Frontier Brains, if I can get to them without too much trouble. We faced that guy, right? We did not. That's right, they stay still for a while after you defeat them. Then once you leave the area and come back, they start moving again. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, I think after that it's just a bunch of fun high-level trainer battles, which will be a lot more intense than the ones we've had recently. And I will do a few rematches in the same episode if I can make it work out that way. Because I imagine the gym leader rematches, just like a lot of these gym leader fights, will be pretty short. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes apiece. And as much as I'm looking forward to all those, I'm really looking forward to Blue's rematch, facing the Pokemon League again, and then the end game. I think those will be really tough and really fun strategic battles. A true test for the team we've been putting together for, what, 67 episodes now? Something like that. It's been a while since we got Cherry all those weeks ago, or yeah, I guess weeks ago. I think it was like late November, early December I started playing. And I know it was, I guess, late December when I started posting these. So much later in water. Yes, I guess that's buoyancy for you. Probably the closest most of us will ever get to anti-gravity. Although who knows? For us young folks, there might be who knows what the future will hold. Maybe there'll be commercial space travel, or anti-grav machines, or all kinds of cool stuff 20 and 30 years from now. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a indoor skydiving place on my way to work that I really want to try. I'm not even sure what that does. Is it like a giant wind tunnel? I actually saw them building it, and I was like, what is that giant machine? Is it some kind of like reactor, or I had no idea what it was supposed to be. But when they put up the sign when they were all done, it was indoor skydiving. It's like, oh, I would not have guessed that, but that actually makes perfect sense. We got like no XP from that Meryl. Lapras, okay. A little bit of a challenge there. Luckily Lapras is Ice type and 14 levels lower, so as long as Stone Edge hits, which it didn't, that would have been a knockout. Perish Song. Perish Song is an interesting move. As the text says, all Pokemon on the field will faint after 3 turns. Of course, the way to escape from that is pretty easy. You just switch Pokemon before you would expire. I know one strategy in double battles that's hard to pull off is using a Perish Song Mega Gengar, which has the ability Shadow Tag, and you can switch out both of your Pokemon on the final turns they survive, but your opponent can't. So their 2 Pokemon have to stay in and take the Perish Song, and both of them will faint. I actually haven't seen it done successfully yet, but I've seen teams, or I've heard people talk about it at least, won. Does that mean I have one more chance to attack, or... Come on. Really? We're gonna find out. I don't know if that meant... I don't know. Are we both gonna faint? I guess if we faint, Sudowoodo gets some points, but... Stone Edge missing 3 times in a row. Yep, we both faint. I should have switched there. I felt like we would have like one more turn, but clearly we did not. Well, I guess on the bright side, Lapras also fainted, and we still get some XP because of the experience share. Now, I don't know if the full XP goes to Sudowoodo. I hope so. I don't think it did, though. I think Lapras would give him more than that. Oh, no, indeed. What are the chances of Stone Edge missing 3 times in a row? That's 20% times 20% times 20%, I guess. Let's bring out Rod. Haven't used Rod in a while. So what would that be? 20% of 20% is 4%. And 20% of 4 would be, what's that, 0.75? No, 0.80. So there's less than a 1% chance of Stone Edge missing 3 times in a row, and yet that's what happened, and we lost. Oh, Mega Horn. That'll be super effective, and Mega Horn misses as well. This is just not my lucky episode. Luckily, it's about to end soon. Hopefully, we'll have better luck against Blue. And we're paralyzed. Wow. So, while Raw does not have the ability Guts, which would make its attacks do more damage while we're paralyzed, or any stats condition really, at least now we finally have a move that works with his ability Swarm. So if we get into lower than a third of his HP, Mega Horn will definitely be the way to go, because it'll do lots of extra damage. Another Starmie. Going to use another Surf against Rud. If these Starmie were the same level that my Pokemon were, this would be a somewhat challenging battle, but they are not, so it's not too bad. Alright, so can Rod survive another Surf? Or, first question is, does she have a third Starmie? I would bet she does, yep. If you're going to have one Pokemon 3 times over, Starmie's not a bad one though, because it does have a very diverse move pool. Oh. So we both got a little bit unlucky there. And it looks like Lori is unlucky again. And this will be the knockout on her third Starmie. Alright, so at least we got to end this on a somewhat tougher battle. Let's see if there are any more trained. At this point I might as well keep going, because if you guys were that bored you would have left already. But thank you for sticking around, I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed my Let's Play, my commentary enough to stay tuned, and I promise things will get more exciting from here. Just checking out. Okay, we do have, looks like, at least one more trainer. I used to be a fisherman who became a swimmer. Very interesting. Not going to bother healing up Heracross though, because I might as well switch in somebody else for some more XP. In this case, Leah. And Leah's a pretty good bet because she only has 1 weakness, pretty bulky, and 2 good stab attacks, and yeah, she's all around a good Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure that Blue does not have any Dragon-type Pokemon. He might have a Pokemon that has a Dragon-type move. Hard to say, but we'll just have to wait and see. I am wondering, even though I'm going to wait to the Battle Tower until after we defeat Blue for reasons that I will explain later on, I'm wondering if I should still grind another like 20 castle point or battle points and get Leah. I want to get Leah Seed Bomb. Sorry. Cherry Seed Bomb. Leah cannot learn Seed Bomb. And Leah Outrage. I might do that. You know what? Do we have Hoa with us? We do. I'll wait. I was thinking we could use the Maglev train. That'd be pretty cool. We haven't done that yet. But why don't we start the next episode by doing that? Just in case somebody like really wanted to see the Maglev train or the Magnet train. I know I keep calling it Maglev. Venoon. Also not a great Pokemon. Very cool looking, but not that strong. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll start the next episode. So for you guys to stuck around, we'll get a little bit of a sneak preview. We'll take the Magnet Train over there, and then we'll do something. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you because it's coming up anyway. We're going to be doing the Ruins of Alph, which is the one area we haven't really explored yet, and it's a pretty unique area that I haven't done in a very long time, and I think you guys might enjoy. So, all right, let's go ahead and end this one here. Then I think we've defeated pretty much every trainer on this route. Our Pokemon are trained up. And yeah, that's about all that there is for this area of Kantos. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And I will see you all in Saffron City, where it will be time to hop aboard the Magnet Train. Got it right that time.